Okay, here we go again. This is going to be lesson 63, Symbols of Inclusion. Now don't get scared, it's just a big fancy word for a couple of different symbols that we use to tell us which operation we need to do first. Okay, so watch, here we go. For example, can I turn this around? That's what I would wonder. For example, parentheses are symbols of inclusion. We all know what parentheses look like, right? And we know from our orders of operation that whatever is within the parentheses, we have to do that first. Well, brackets, that's another symbol. They just look like that. Braces, that fancy schmancy one, looks like that. Value symbols for the absolute value. That can also be a symbol of inclusion. And the division bar for a fraction. Okay, this can be a symbol of inclusion. So let's look at this example here. We have 20 minus, and then we have our symbols of inclusion, 15 minus, and another symbol of inclusion. That's why we have multiple symbols, for when we have multiple steps and we need to separate everything. So for this problem, I'm going to rewrite. I know I have to do 20 minus, and I'm just going to put a parenthesis here because I'm going to figure that one out. 15 minus, all right, so what's that? 5 and 7 is 12. There. Now I have to do still within the parentheses, so 20 minus, what's 15 minus 12? Oh, think about it, 3. Okay, so then 20 minus 3 would be 17. And that would be the answer to that. Okay, it's not so difficult. All right, look at this next problem. Here we have parentheses and we have our absolute value symbol. Okay, so that's gonna come into play. So the first thing I have to do is the innermost symbol of inclusion. I forgot to say that here. When there are multiple symbols of inclusion, you simplify with the innermost symbols first. So here, the innermost is this absolute value. So I'm going to do 12 minus 8 minus, well, what's 4 minus 6? The absolute value of that. Well, if you put it on a number line, how many places would you be moving? You could think of it as 6 minus 4 if you want. You'd be moving 2 places. So the absolute value of 6 minus 4 is 2. And then we have plus 2. So now, since this is all included in one bracket or parentheses, and it's just the addition and subtraction, we're just going to go from left to right. So now I have 12 minus, well, what's 8 minus 2? 6. What's 6 plus 2? 8. So I have 12 minus 8, and the answer then would be 4. Are you with me so far? No? Yes? I hope so. Okay, I'm going to do another one. All right, here we go. This is, ooh, don't get us scared. It's just our symbol of inclusion is going to be this division bar, and we also have parentheses down here. So what I like to do first is I'm just going to do the top of my division bar. And instead of working down, I might work across. So this is going to equal, what do I have to do first? If you think, please excuse my dear aunt, multiplication. We have to do the multiplication first. We don't need parentheses to know that because that's our rule. So I'm going to have 4 plus 30 minus 7. Okay? I'm just going to do the top. So what's 4 plus 30? Well, that's 34. What's 34 minus 7? If you don't know that, you borrow here. You got a 2. You're going to have 27. Okay, that's just my numerator. Now let's go back and do my denominator. So now I have 10 minus, well, what's 9 minus 8? 1. And what would that be? 9. And so what would this be? 9. 9 can go into 27 how many times? 3. So our answer is 3. See? All of that. Easy answer. All right, let's look at this one. Oh, this. This is going to be your favorite kind of problem. No, it's not. When they want you to show the step and the justification. So they give you this problem, 100 minus 3 times 2 times 6 minus 2. Okay, so we write that and then we would just write the word given. So now the first thing we're going to do is simplify within the parentheses. So I'm going to write 100 minus 3, I'm going to put my bracket here, times 2 times, okay, what is 6 minus 2? 4. So I'm going to put 4 here. And what did I just do? I simplified, oops, right there, here we go. Simplified within, I'm going to make that my little abbreviation for within parentheses. Okay? Now, what would the next step be? Now I'm going to simplify within brackets. So now I have 100 minus 3 times what? Well, what's 2 times 4 is 8. What did I just do? I simplified within brackets. Okay, now what am I going to do? Now I'm just going to multiply, right? So now I have 100 minus 24. What did I do? Multiplied. See, it's easy. It's just a lot of writing. It's not hard. Now what do I have to do? I have to take 24 away from 100, right? So 100 minus 24, that would be 76. What did I do? I subtracted. Okay? So far so good. This kind of thing you're going to be doing through algebra, through geometry. So just get used to naming every single step. I know it seems kind of silly, but it's going to help your brain to keep straight what it is we're doing to actually figure these problems out. All right. I'm going to go over part of the practice set with you. Not all of it, but part of it with you so that you get a good understanding, a good start on tonight's lesson. All right, so what do I have to do here first? Well, our whole lesson was about what? Solving the innermost bracket or whatever symbol of inclusion, right? Okay, so I'm going to make you write every single step. So now I have 30 minus, and I have 40 minus, well, what's 10 minus 2? 8, right? Now what do I have to do? I still have to work within my brackets. So now I have 30 minus, well, what's 40 minus 8? 32. Uh-oh. 30 minus 32, what am I going to get? I'm going to get negative 2. Right? If I put 30 on a number line, here we go, we got 30 over here, and I took away 32, I would be at the negative 2. Okay? And don't worry, I'll help you tomorrow too if you can't figure that out. All right, this next one we have the division bar as our inclusion symbol. So we're going to do the top. I'm going to work sideways again. So I have to do the multiplication first because that's just what we do. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. All right, so I have 10 plus, what's 9 times 8? 72. Minus 7. I'm just going to put my division bar so I don't forget what I'm doing. And I'm going to keep on, I'm going to keep on solving the top here, the numerator. So 10 plus 72 is what? 82 minus 7. Okay, so what's 82 minus 7? 75. I'm going to put my division bar or my fraction bar right there. Now, let's do the denominator. Again, I have to do the multiplication first. So I have 30 minus 4 minus 3 plus 2. Now, it's very important that I work down the line. Don't clump them together. There's no parentheses here. So 30 minus 4 would be what? 26 minus 3 plus 2. Well, what's 26 minus 3? Well, that would be 23 plus 2. I still have to go on, so I'm going to go ahead and just move my 75 over here because we know that's the solution for the top. So what's 23 plus 2? 25. That's an improper. Can I make that into a or a mixed number or whole number? Certainly I can. How many quarters are in 75 cents? 3, so 25 goes into 75 3 times. So all of that work, simple answer 3. But you need to know how we do these. All right, one last practice problem for you. This one, 12 plus 3 times 8 minus the absolute value of -2. So you have to remember, what does absolute value mean? It just means how many places from 0 on a number line would -2 be. All right, so we have 12 plus 3 times 8 minus, what's the absolute value of -2? It's just 2, right? 2 places away from 0. Now, I still have to do my parentheses first, so I have 12 plus 3 times, well, what's 8 minus 2? 6. Still have to do my multiplication first, so I have 12 plus 18. Now, add those two together. What do you get? 30. Okay, does that make sense? It's a lot of steps. That's why I've been asking you all year to write down every step, because there's a lot of steps all the time. All right, that is lesson 63. And what I want you to do for your assignment is, I want you to try, please, before class, I want you to try practice D on your own. Okay, then I would like it if you could continue with the problems. I'm going to tell you what to do, but again, we're going to do most of it at school. Oh, it is the first day with my new lips. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Practice D, and then in your book, please circle 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. All right? Please try to do as many of those as you can before class. I'll let you know that number 4 could be tricky. Try it. If you can't get it, that's okay. We will work on it then during school. Okay, so that's it for lesson 63. Please study, and I will see you in class. Bye.